I'm joined with a few of my friends here, some in domestic, some across the waters, but please introduce yourself. Right? What's so funny about that?
Hey, welcome. My name is Domestic Zaltoman. I'm on the other side of the world.
No, I'm saying Kugo is domestic.
You're not domestic.
What's up, everybody? My name's eMBeaR. Welcome to the first Unrendered podcast. We're going to be calling that from here on out. I'm not entirely sure if the name's going to stick, but it's what we got and what we're going to work with. But I'm joined with my friends, a couple of them from across the water, and then one mystery guest that you guys probably don't know if it's not in the title already is from the US of A. Homebred, born here, and aged to perfection at the ripe old age of 28 years old. Anyways, we got Zaltoman Bo from the Netherlands. We have Ray Fella, the German persuasion, and Kugo, the MIDI, the mystery guest. So this show, the basic premise of it is just we wanted to get together, talk about stuff that we enjoy, whether it be gaming or... Did you just put an emoji up? Did you just put an emoji up?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know what an emoji is.
I didn't see anything.
I thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye. I wasn't sure. But anyways, we're going to be talking about like YouTube culture and gaming and pretty much what we live every day, what we do for a living, what we do for a hobby, all the above. So it's kind of nice to have it behind the scenes, I feel like, with people that you watch. So if you guys watch us, cool. And if you don't watch us, I don't know why you're watching this instead. So cool. The first thing that I wanted to talk about was a little bit of the YouTube backstories. And I wanted to start off with our special guest here of Kugo the Mighty. And I wanted to talk about, real quick, just so people know a little bit more about you, is what was your first game that you played?
First game that I played.
Not even recorded, just played.
Oh, first video game?
Yeah.
Oh, I was in diapers.
Yeah.
For
But
sure.
what was it?
I was in diapers. It was probably would have been either on the NES. I had an NES when I was really little, and I played a lot of Mario Brothers, and Spy Hunter is another game that I remember quite vividly.
I don't even know what Spy Hunter is.
Yeah, never heard of that.
It was like
Wait,
this
how old are you?
top-down car racing game that it was like top-down flat, but you were a car, and it was kind of like not really a racing game, it was more like a shooter.
Okay.
You know, like one of those R-type games, so you blow up cars, and you pick up items, and then you shoot the bad cars.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's just a pretty...
Wait, that
it's
was
not
on
a
the
very
NES
common
too?
NES game. Yeah, I think it was an arcade title that was ported.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds
That's like
it.
my earliest recollection.
And then what was your, to skip ahead of just a couple years, what was the first game you recorded?
Game I recorded.
And how cringy was it as a follow-up?
Oh God. Well, I think I started off doing what everybody else did when they were, starting off YouTube.
Happy
I actually
Wheels,
started
Minecraft.
it off, Happy Wheels. I did some Minecraft parody songs. Those were
Parody
pretty
songs.
good.
That's very
Wait,
specific.
are they
didn't know
still
that.
up? I kind of want to search this up after.
I think they're private, but I'd be
Okay.
more than happy to show you what I was working
We got
with.
the
back
inside
then.
scoop here.
Yeah,
Ooh.
for sure. And just the usual stuff like the indie horror games, the Amnesia, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I actually started off doing more music stuff. Like I did guitar covers and some parodies of some video game type style stuff.
Okay.
I didn't get into like let's playing and gaming.
Because you're a guitarist, right?
Well, yeah, technically.
Okay.
I haven't had one. Actually, I'm getting one pretty soon over the next couple days, but I haven't had a guitar in like 4 years.
Okay.
But yeah, I started playing guitar when I was like 13. So
Dang.
technically guitarist and unpracticed.
Did you know that I've been a drummer since I was 11?
Well, we have to start a band.
Yeah. Over the internet with audio delays of programs.
No, there's some
On the
good tech.
pair in.
There's some good tech I've been finding out about.
Actually, there's that new Beam or whatever, or Bean? Is it Bean or Beam stream?
Beam.
It's Beam?
What?
With an M,
Beam.
as in
I don't know.
Mike?
Yeah, with an M,
There's
yeah.
a stream app that's like literally like a zero delay stream, like even faster than
Is it
this.
really 0?
0.2 seconds.
Would it be
I tried
good
it
enough
before.
for making music? That's the question here.
What was that?
Would it be good enough for making music together, though?
I don't know. That'd still be kind of hard. Just having any sort of delay with audio is just messed up. So,
Yeah.
real quick, I'm going to go around with this little question just because I'm interested in you guys too. My first games that I ever played at my home, again, was like an NES, just like you. We're the old people here, by the way. We're the ones that know what an NES actually is, not the retro remake version that they just released recently. But it was the gold cartridge Legend of Zelda was my first one, followed up by one of the Super Mario Brothers. I don't remember which one. And then my first game that like... I don't know why I remember this one so well, so vividly. It's like at the arcades that I would go to, at the little pizza parlors, like Godfather's Pizza. I would play this one that was like, it was called Paperboy. I don't know if you remember that at all. It's like, it literally, you stand there, there's a little like handle that you can use, and you like just like pull a lever or push a button or something like that, and it throws a paper, and you have to dodge all these.
It was like one of the first kind of 3D games.
Yeah, it was like the Wii before it was the Wii. It was like the 90s Wii or something like that.
90s Wii.
Yeah. And then nice. Ray, what was your first?
I don't know what the first game was that I ever played, but the first one I ever owned was like a Game Boy Color cartridge of the Ants movie, the game, which was like a top-down racing game.
Oh, that's awesome.
That Akugo also kind of the top-down racing situation, but it was with ants, and they were super quick. And back in the day, I didn't have the reflexes down yet. I was really young, so I didn't really know what I was doing, and it was too hard for me. For the life of me, I could not play the game. I never succeeded, or I never came out on top in the races. So one day I was like, "Yo, Uncle," he had like the coolest games back in the day.
Beat it for me,
Uncle, Uncle Harold. Could I get Super Mario Bros. Instead? So we swapped games, and he really liked that game.
I thought you were gonna ask him to beat it for you. I thought that's what.
No. I was like, could you give me yours?
I don't want to do it.
No, I gave him my crappy game, and I took his, and that's how I got started, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. And speaking of which, top-down stuff, I just got reminded really quick of the PlayStation 1 original Grand Theft Auto. I don't know why I had it, but it was I don't know if you guys ever played it, but it was a top-down, like freaking pixelated, weird mess. And
played it on my phone.
I was kind of a little troubled child. Like I would play that game, and you probably didn't know this, but you could actually take the disc out while you're playing it and put in one of your CDs, and then you can play the tracks inside of the game. Like it didn't need the actual CD to keep playing the game. So I would put in my parental advisory stickered DMX record inside of my PlayStation 1 while playing GTA as a child. Yeah, it was troubled times.
You get grounded much?
Wow.
I don't know why I was allowed to listen to that stuff, but it didn't. Honestly, it made it so I was not. It's kind of like that thing where it's like you tell a kid not to do something and they want to do it more.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that I was like able to touch, dip my toe in the water a little bit, I was like, meh. That's kind of what I got from it, at least. I don't know, personally. But Bo, what was your video games of choice in the day?
Does Ray the first one he recorded?
No, like what was the first one you played and the first one you recorded? Oh wait, Ray, what was the first one you recorded?
First one I recorded. Well, back in the day, I'm German, and so the first thing that I did, which was probably the easiest thing to do, was to make a German channel where I talked German, good old Deutsch.
Wasn't it like the gaming
anymore.
Teddy or something like that?
No, that was already my English channel. I think back then it was. My German channel was called Fellow Gaming. English title for a German channel. I don't know why. But the first thing I recorded was Minecraft. Okay. Because I got inspired back when that wasn't, I think, alpha, when it was fresh, new. Mm-hmm. And I did that. It was super cringy. That's when they added like snowy areas. And
I think everybody's first stuff was cringy. I mean, I just did a video on how cringy my first stuff was.
Yeah. But it was like the first thing I ever said in my first ever video was something along the lines of, yeah, my name's Ray, with that tone. Hey, my name's Ray, in German, of course. And I just wanted to try out this YouTube crap. That's like my first sentence I ever said. Great introduction.
The first words on the internet was, I just want to try this YouTube crap.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What about you, Bo? What was your first...
Before I start that, I've noticed that a lot, by the way, but it's like a lot of like German YouTubers. They use like English titles, like English channel names, and then every time you click it, it's like, hello Leute, it's like, god damn it.
Also video titles, they just bait you.
Yeah, for some reason they do that. But the first game I played as a kid, I remember vaguely that my dad just bought a new computer, and he had this one friend that could pirate games and put them on a CD-ROM. So I think he pirated either Put or like Freddy Fish or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And that's like the first time I remember like touching a game, like playing that, and I was like, I don't know how old I was, but I wasn't even able to like figure out the game and play it until the end, because it's like, oh, Freddy Fish is like riddles or something like that, I think. And then what I remember better is that one day, I think it was still in elementary school, and I faked being sick, and I wanted a GameCube for the longest time now. And I think my mom knew that I was faking to be sick, and I was really nervous because I thought she was gonna like scold me about it. And then she was like, you know what, Bo, we're buying you that GameCube. And I was like, what the I fake being sick and she buys me a gaming console.
Sounds like a good deal to me.
But she did that, and then I remember playing the GameCube, and I played Super Mario Sunshine, which is I remember I played until the end.
Nice.
And the first game I recorded is I think it was Left 4 Dead 2. I had played so much, like the first game I played on PC was Minecraft, and I played that for goddamn long. And then one of my friends introduced me to Steam, and I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. It's like a game library filled with cool stuff other than Minecraft.
You said a lot of quack
I didn't know there
words.
was anything out there other than Minecraft. So then I started playing Left 4 Dead 1, I think it even was. And I made a video on that because there was a bigger Dutch... I started in Dutch as well, of course. There was a bigger channel who allowed like guest videos. Like you could send something in and they would upload it, and they would have a video and they would like promote your channel.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't even have a channel yet. And I made a channel immediately, and then the first video I made was for them, not even for me. Like the first video I made, I didn't immediately send it to them, and it was it was cringy as well.
Yeah.
I think it was 12 FPS too. Like I didn't know what I was doing. Like it was laggy and shit.
Bandicam logo up top.
No, it was, I used Fraps.
Okay.
I did my research.
Okay. I feel like I started way late. I didn't record my first thing until like 2 years ago. Like my first video on YouTube was the first thing well, that's not true. I think I've shown you guys this. I had like an old YouTube channel. Like
Guitar Cat or something?
Well, it was on that same channel where I was playing Halo 3 on like a CRT TV, and I just like
showed me that.
I was like, oh my god, I got like 4 sniper kills in a row. So I filmed my tube television from my camera. Sorry, I mean like camera, because I mean things were huge back, you know.
You saw the nice refresh rate lines just going down.
Yeah. Yep. Got all of that.
Nice.
Evolution though, like freaking into gaming nowadays, it's crazy what's available. Like I'm still on the lookout for freaking Nintendo Switch. Kugo, waiting 8 hours in the GameStop line for that. Was it worth it?
Really?
Yeah,
You stood there at night.
I camped out. I missed the window to pre-order one. I called my local stores. They said that there might be some if I come wait for them. I went down to the store and I sat in that store for 8 hours with my phone. I sat down in the corner with my phone plugged into the wall and just hung out.
So
Just
how
had
many
to play
of the,
1-2 switch.
how many of the
No,
play-
I didn't even get that one. There's no way.
Well, dude, that one's
there's
$60.
No way. There's no way that game should have. This is a whole nother topic. This is a whole nother podcast. But that game should have just come with that console.
Yeah,
Like
it should have just come with the console. It's a very well produced tech demo.
Yeah. It's like
opinion.
across the board, I think most people have said it should be like when I saw it personally, I didn't realize the price was full price $60. I was like, oh, well, how much was that? Is that like I was playing it with 8-Bit Ryan over in Boston, by the way. I was like, oh, how much was that? Was it like $30 or $20 tops or whatever? And he's like, oh no, it's full 60. But he got it, for free. But he was like, yeah, if I had to buy it, like, no, we probably shouldn't talk
60,
too much about.
I think it's either 40 or 50. I think it might be 50.
Too much.
Okay, well,
Probably
it's
too
like a
much.
full price.
Yeah.
It's almost
Yeah.
as much as Zelda, which doesn't seem like it
Right.
should be a thing.
Which I still haven't finished.
Because you get so much content out of 1-2 switch, right? You're gonna sit there for 10 hours pulling your triggers. Boop, boop, boop.
Dude, I really want to
Really?
get one just for that game. Like, I mean, that's the majority of people right now. It's kind of like people have
Yeah.
labeled it as like the Dark Souls Nintendo made or something like that type of feel. Like
It's damn
difficulties.
good.
of it.
I would.
The only
right
thing
now,
that's
I
very
would
strange
go out
about
and
it
get
is
one.
that the hard mode doesn't come out until you buy the DLC for it, which isn't out yet. So you can't
God damn,
access a
that's
hard
weird.
mode until you buy a separate DLC, which
Then
is very
it's
strange.
Dark Souls. Then
Very
it's Dark
strange to me.
Souls.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a wuss. It's still pretty challenging.
Oh no, people say
Maybe
it's very
I'm a wuss.
challenging. Yeah.
Maybe I
yeah.
don't optimize my character well, but it's certainly like the combination of all the best things about all the most iconic games over the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Kind of like with that Nintendo magic sprinkled on top of it.
Yeah.
It really is an awesome experience.
I just
really
miss
is super good.
Nintendo stuff, and the whole the whole YouTube controversy with them and stuff. It just kind of sucks that that's even a thing still. Like, you would think in this day and age they would have like made something a little bit easier rather than just like, we're gonna take a butt ton of money from people that probably don't even make nearly as much as they should, and I don't know. It just doesn't seem right to me. I'm gonna stop talking about Nintendo though. I don't want to get claimed and be like, oh, this is a Nintendo video now. We're taking 30% or more of revenue. Because you're not. Well, I guess if you're not part of their creators program, it's 100%. But that's like you said, that's another story.
Yep.
But I also wanted to
Don't
talk
get
a little
heated
about
now.
Nintendo, goddamn!
I wanted to talk about a little bit about like your growth stories and where your spurts were and where that didn't sound right. Where's your spurts at? Yeah. Where your growth spurts.
Where your spurts at?
I ate a lot of vegetables and this went in ham.
But you know what I mean? Like, I mean, mine personally came from, I started with like AAA stuff, and I got this, I don't know, I was so lucky. Like, I keep on repeating it.
Can we start with Kugo before he has to leave or something? So he can do
Yeah, we got
I don't-
9 minutes before he has to go or something like that, so sure.
Just
Thanks for
saying,
having me on, guys.
just
I'll
saying.
see you
Yeah.
later.
So, I mean, obviously, like, you do majority, I mean, I've been loving your Rust series, by the way. Like,
Oh, thank you.
I don't know
Thank
if
you.
I've told you that. I actually watch it with my girlfriend, and she really appreciates, like, awkward, weird stuff like me.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
So we just like anytime it like I'm really, by the way, if you can't tell by my content already, I love awkward silences and face zooms. So Rust is like the perfect thing because there's always that little delay of when they respond to you, and they're just like, like. But I've been really enjoying it a lot. I've been watching it nonstop.
thanks,
So, but so CS:GO was your original thing and what got you growing, right? Or
I don't know if that was the original thing that got me going, because like I said, I started off like any other sort of Let's Player, and it was just like, it was whatever. It was indie games, it was AAA, it was anything and everything at the time. I would like go watch big YouTubers and say, oh, they're playing this game. Like, I gotta get my episode out quick, just so like I can try to ride that or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until maybe I had like 1,000 subscribers that I started thinking, I gotta plan for the long run. If I'm doing this as a hobby, because at the time, you're holding down a day job, sometimes 2 day jobs, and it's like, you gotta be happy doing it.
Yeah.
So I started playing more games that.
Because you had, how many jobs did you
played for
have at the
fun.
same time as your channel? Sorry, I didn't mean to like interrupt you, but you had
that's
2
fine.
jobs before, or like
At
while
one
doing
point,
YouTube?
about a year and a half ago, I was working 2 part-time jobs and another like odd job.
God,
And then trying to do like 3 to 4 uploads a week.
holy moly.
And I'm like a really bad editor too. Like, I'm not like proficient. Like, I'm slow as hell. I'm truly old when it comes to editing. Like, it gets done in the end, but it's just not, it's done when it's done.
Right.
I don't have like it gets done in this amount of time every time. It's just like there's hiccups all the time. But
Right.
it's and it in a weird way, not having YouTube as my job has made me more passionate about the content I create. So I actually spend more time doing it. So I don't even put out more content now that I'm not working other jobs.
Yeah.
I just feel like my content is slowly getting better.
I saw that too. Also because now, you seem like you're a responsible adult that has a lot of willpower and self-motivation.
I try.
I just procrastinate hard, and I'm like, I could make a video for tomorrow, or I could play Overwatch. And usually Overwatch is what wins for me.
Yeah.
And I just need to stop doing that. I need to be ahead of the game and stuff like that.
But you don't give yourself enough credit either. You crank them out, Mike.
I try.
Crank them out,
I
dude.
try.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever I miss one, I feel so crap, just because I feel like I not only let people down, but also myself of like, wow, what did I just waste all my time on type of feeling. But
those are just the expectations that you've set for yourself
Oh,
that make you
absolutely.
feel like crap. It's not that you should feel like crap.
Yeah.
It's just that like you set your bar here, and then when you don't hit it, that's when you feel like crap.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, how do you other two feel about? Because you guys probably do the same, right? You probably do like 4 or 5 videos a week.
We try. I
Try.
think. Well, Bo he told me before that he has like a schedule set out for the next week or two, and I don't have that. I right now the video I uploaded today is the only thing I have, the only thing that I had recorded. And if I wanna do a video tomorrow, I have to record tomorrow.
Hey, good podcast, guys. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. I'll see you next week.
All right.
All right. Well, that was.
Well-
I was gonna say goodbye to him, but he had to like just bounce, I guess. All right. Well, that was
Yep.
Is it
Kugo the
is it-
Mighty. Huh?
Yeah. Huh?
Guest appearance, Kugo the Mighty.
Gone.
Well, that was
That
Kugo
was
the
it.
Mighty. Go subscribe to him down below and follow his Twitter if you want to as well. He's a great content creator. Does CS:GO videos. Rust is an awesome series. Just a funny dude. Like even his Mighty Mondays. Like he has the. If you like my humor, you'll probably like him even more. But please stay subscribed to me. I really appreciate your views. Please stay. Please.
That's a disclaimer.
You can subscribe to more than more than one channel. So just keep that in mind.
Do you
know?
allow it?
I bestow upon you the greatness of YouTube and multiple channel
There are
watchings.
other channels. A wide variety of content.
I was also going to talk about. Well, actually, you wanted to talk about a little bit of what was it? The freaking how to start, how to do what?
Yeah, we were still
start.
on the root story, the spurts, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Spurts.
Where were your spurts at? As gross as that sounds, I don't know why I said it that way. Like I think
Where
Ray
your
obviously
spurts at, Ray?
Ray's
Come
is
on.
obviously like I don't even need to say it, but Ray, your best viewing game
Yeah,
Is-
is anything that gets me to the boiling point
is
and is usually Souls related. So either Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Neo even, but
oh,
to
I
a
was
lesser
gonna say
extent.
Happy Wheels. I thought you grew off Happy Wheels. I don't know.
I was gonna say Amnesia.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that made you explode. I
Amnesia,
thought, right?
yeah.
That's where you
Actually,
got the most.
My
subs?
best performing video to this day is one of my old channels, which is a Wi-Fi fix on the Galaxy S3 smartphone.
I remember you telling me
So
about
your
that.
how-to
You still get
channel?
revenue
That-
from that.
You
That's
heard it
like
here first, Ray
400,000
Fellow, the
views.
how-to channel.
400,000 views on that, how to fix Wi-Fi on a smartphone, and then Dark Souls is slowly creeping up on that view-wise.
Okay.
But yeah, it's anything that's kind of RPG-ish, that's a little bit hard, and where I get loud. That's my spurts.
Yeah.
Or any other thing where I try to copy bigger YouTubers. So whatever that is.
Dude,
at
you'd
the
be
time.
surprised. Like most of my like bigger. Well, actually, one of my videos, my most viewed videos now is a tabs video, which
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it got recommended views. I'm not entirely sure, but before that, my most viewed video was a random part of Subnautica, like
Oh yeah.
Right.
12 or
Yeah, I
14
remember.
or something like that, like middle of a
Yeah.
series, because it was on the sidebar of a Markiplier Subnautica. That's how I
Yeah,
got.
but that's how it happens. It could be the most random video.
It doesn't.
and it's
I
the
just don't
power-
understand that crap.
It's the power of video suggestion that really is responsible for the growth, because people usually when they type in the search bar, they don't go for the small channels.
Yeah.
They don't go for usually
mean-
what you're doing as a small channel.
Yeah, I'm guilty of
But
that
if it gets
too.
suggested on a big video of a person they usually watch, then yeah, that's it. That's it. If it's kind of interesting for those people, then they come watch.
Yeah.
And
I'm
it's
very,
weird.
I mean, I'm pretty guilty of that too. Like if I search something on YouTube, I'll be like, all right, which one has the most views? And if I click on it and I'm like,
or the interesting thumbnails or the interesting titles. Like
Yeah.
I find
Yeah.
myself, even though you work on that every day, like making interesting titles and thumbnails, stuff like that, you still sometimes you're just looking something up quickly and then you just notice how you're clicking on something that looks the most interesting or
Yeah.
the most worth your
Yeah.
time.
usually most of the videos that I watch on YouTube nowadays, besides the ones I'm subscribed to, is just like me trying to figure out something. I mean, that's how I've learned
Right.
how to do pretty much everything I know, especially like YouTube related. That seems like a very weird like meta thing. Like I used YouTube to figure out how to do YouTube. Like I
Yeah,
didn't know
right, yeah,
how to
yeah,
edit
exactly.
anything before doing that. But the fact that like I'm very much guilty of going into search engines and like being like, all right, this one has 200,000 views versus this one that has 20,000 views.
Yeah.
But if I click on it and it has like half of it are dislikes, I'll instantly click away. So I'm very guilty of all the YouTube algorithm picks and stuff like that. But
Oh yeah.
I mean, I feel like most people are. That's why it's there in the first place.
You can't put money in and actually pay to be ranked higher, but that's super expensive. And
All
that
right,
doesn't
those
really
little
do
like
a
ad
lot.
placements.
And I think people can
Dude,
see
yeah.
it. It says
I
like
have-
ad next to your title.
Yeah, I have one that has been in my like the ad topped one. That's been like a Roblox one, and it has like plus $1 million, but it's in like the GTA stuff.
Yeah.
And it
Where
has
they
like,
just
and it
want you-
has like the background color of like the Vanoss thumbnails. So it's like,
Oh, the rainbow, yeah.
yeah, it's like the rainbow
Right.
thing with Roblox plus the GTA money
The money.
symbols. It's like,
But that's actually really expensive.
That's a
so
spicy thumbnail.
if you want to target that towards a specific audience, it gets really pricey because
Oh, I
I'm
got
guilty. I
targeted
tried to
hard.
do that. I tried to do that before, where I was like, okay, I have this game here.
Oh, wait, you-
I have it
you placed
before
an ad
anyone
before?
else. I've tried to do it. I wanted to see how it goes. I set a budget for a video or ad campaign or whatever.
You heard it
for
here
a game
first,
that
exposing Ray Fella for the
I-
fraudulent money buyer,
Oh,
money
there's
grabber,
more
sub
people
buyer
I
he
know
is.
of that did it before.
yeah.
Sorry,
Ray
keep
Fella's
going.
not
Keep
the
going.
enemy.
I want
I
to
try
hear
to
more
do
about
it.
this juice.
I actually set a budget of I think $15. I wanted to see what it does. Maybe it keeps growing from there. Well, it didn't. For a couple days, my campaign didn't even get approved because there was like too much swearing in my video, and it's got to
Okay.
be PG to some extent.
Which, by the way, I already got to quack you out a bunch of times, Bo, in your first
Yeah.
little rant there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
a couple quacks.
Like his eyes get
I-
wide.
I-
I was
I
was
try
joking,
to keep
dude.
it PG. That's just not what I am.
No,
so.
I know. No. I want you to be yourself. I was joking
Okay.
with you. I thought it was a funny thing. And the fact that your eyes just got really wide was really funny to me.
Like what? What did I do?
Yeah.
Well, what I was saying, I set a budget, and after a couple days, when that campaign got approved,
Yeah.
it cost me so much more than my budget. It cost me like $40 in the end. I was like, stop! Stop it! I don't want it.
Wait,
I was
so they like kept
this-
on doing stuff without your approval?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't understand it, and I was like, okay, I gotta pause it. I gotta cancel it. I don't want to go bankrupt because of 1,000 views, because that's what I got in the end, 1,000.
$40
That was
for
it.
1,000 views. Is that what it costs?
I think. Well, you pay for impressions so people see it, but actual
Yeah.
clicks,
Okay.
that's on them. So you put it there, but if it's not, I guess, baity enough for them to actually click on it,
I mean,
then you're wasting your money.
Right.
If they know how to target it, I guess that might work. Just it seems
Yeah.
silly to me that you could technically like pay to win type of thing of YouTube, which I mean, obviously it doesn't work a lot of the times, because if it worked, then the people that had the most
Yeah.
money could just be the biggest YouTube channel, which isn't the case.
Yeah.
So I don't
Exactly.
know. I was gonna say, with my experience, as far as growth goes, it's random. I think we can all agree that it's just random. Like, I didn't change anything. I just made the same videos, but consistently. And it was just out of nowhere, out of left field. I mean, Dying Light was obviously my first bay, and I was lucky with that one because that was a AAA title. And usually you can't grow off of AAA stuff, which is weird to say because that's what I first grew off of. I guess the right term is that it's harder to grow off of
Right.
AAA titles.
Yeah.
Because like I guess I grew off of the Dying Light because it's like 2.5 A's. I don't know what to call it because it's not like as big as like
kind of major, but still a little bit indie.
yeah, exactly. Like it was a smaller big game that people were still interested in because of the multiplayer aspect of it. It was like what's that game called? Far Cry, but with zombies.
Right.
And everybody loves zombies. So it works out. And the fact that I was able to grow first off of that was pretty awesome. And I think it was because back then, actually, I was only making videos on that. And then every once in a while, like GTA or whatever, which GTA I kind of quit just because, I mean, we played a lot of it. But also, I bought that freaking game on Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PC. I bought GTA 5 3 times. Do I feel proud
That's
about
how
it?
they sold so much units, though. Because I think it's like in the top 5 most sold games ever, or like top 10.
Yeah, first it came out for PS3 and Xbox 360, then for the next gen consoles, and then for PC, I think, which was crazy. And I also bought it 3 times, which is...
And they're freaking...
and no one complained, because everybody wanted to play it on the new system. No one complained.
Well, I think that... I wonder if it's part of that thing where it's like, there's certain games where if you buy them on the Windows version, you can get it for the Xbox as well. I wonder if it's
But
part
that
of that
came
now.
after that.
Yeah,
That came
but I mean,
after
like
that.
nowadays, if someone's like, "Oh, I want to
Yeah.
buy this GTA now," that everyone's
Plus you could
hyping about.
transfer your online character
Yeah.
across every system,
Well, yeah,
which was I think a big deal for people too, because they could just continue where they left off.
That's what I did too. I wouldn't have wanted to start over a new character. Screw that.
Yeah,
Like, I think I was at level like 120 or something like that on
Jesus.
Xbox One. So if I had to redo that for PC, I'd have been like, nah, I'm staying Xbox One. There's no reason for me. But I wanted to play those mods. That's why I bought it. And then
Right.
I feel there's some games that they actually brought mods to Xbox, like Fallout has mods now on Xbox too.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Through the whole Bethesda
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Skyrim 2, the special edition one, has mods too.
I'm glad that they're
Right.
doing that now. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But it's still not the same experience. I
It's
feel like.
not.
They don't-
It's a little harder. And
know.
also, so like Dan, he just got his PC recently, and he was playing Fallout mods, and they would just like glitch out randomly. Like he'll be like, it's kind of like a 50-50 crapshoot if they'll work or not, because they're made for the Windows version of it. And then they're ported over. So a lot of times it's just missing like the files or the certain aspects of the game that are built in the PC version, but not the.
I think on the console version, you're not allowed to bring over like new content or new textures either. Like you
Right.
can only rework stuff, and you can for example, if you wanted to, I don't know, make a mod out of have Kanye West in your Fallout game.
Yeah.
You couldn't have a model of Kanye West and put it on the Xbox. You have to use with items that are already existent in the game.
Well, yeah, there's mods in like Skyrim and stuff that are like literally give you the whole Dragonborn DLC or whatever it was called for free.
Yeah.
Like people just like made it themselves. So it's like, well, we're not going to let them port that over. Like we're not going to let that happen. Anyways, sorry, tangents, man, tangents. Back to like the growing thing. Like
Spurts. A spurt.
a spurt. Such a gross word, man.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Anything with an sound is kind of gross.
And this starts with a spur.
Spurt.
I just can't say it without feeling dirty inside.
Don't spurt over me. That's a little.
But yeah, AAA hard as hell to grow. If you're starting a YouTube channel, probably. I mean, have fun with AAA and multiplayer. Always start with multiplayer, in my opinion, when you're starting a YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's how you ease into the solo stuff. I feel like.
Because like, I mean, go watch my cringe video if you haven't already. There's a little plugin right there. If you starting solo, even after you've played recording videos with multiplayer, it's awkward. It's very strange. You don't know what to do in front of the camera. You don't know how to talk in fluid motion. You just like try. My problem was that I'd try too hard. I would be like, all right.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm just like, okay, everything I have to say 100% of the time has to be freaking hilarious. Therefore, I gotta talk, over the top and be, rambunctious all the time. And then at the time, I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. Nowadays, watching back, you're always just like, what was I doing? What is this?
It was horrible.
Did you watch my video, by the way?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see the Goat Simulator part?
Yeah.
That part, man.
The intros are the worst, though.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
That's like that was like my thing. When I played the game, I was like, all right sometimes, but I would like zone out and be like,
Yeah.
But in every intro, I was like, I don't know what to do. Hi guys, how's it like? So back to that whole shindig that we were talking about. Did we tangent about spurt? Yes, we did. I think my second growth again was another AAA, Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I remember
But
that.
that was a weird one. That was
yeah.
because I'm a night owl for sure. So I played it when it came out. I think it came out towards the nighttime actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then I recorded and edited it that same night for the next morning to upload. And it was like a lot of editing into it at the time. Like it was a lot of editing into it. Nowadays, I could probably pump that out in like 2 hours, whatever. But that one got a lot of traction, but also a lot of hate because
What's the price you pay when you're early and before anyone else?
Well, that and
People
also
that are-
it was still during my kind of interesting times. Like it wasn't that awkward anymore, but it was still like a video where a lot of people just didn't get my humor,
You still had to find yourself a little bit.
And then I also instantly used cheats in the game.
Oh yeah.
So people were like, "Oh, why aren't
That's
you just
iffy.
playing the game for what it is instead of just wrecking it with your cheat engines?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm just having fun, you know. I like to be this little miniature guy running around."
Yeah,
And,
you were
like,
flying around, right?
yeah,
You were
and like
flying
swimming
or
in the
something.
air and stuff. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
oh,
that
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
hilarious to me.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, and I didn't like. I don't play through games like that, but I just wanted to try it out because I mean, it's an open world sandbox thing. Like it just
Why
seemed
do
like fun.
commenters always have to criticize how like content creators are having fun with a game? Like, do they not know what they're clicking on when they see the title?
Yeah,
Do they just have to come to complain?
but also that was also the time that the tidal wave of PewDiePie comments came in, started
yeah.
coming in for copying PewDiePie. I guess is what I do all the time, every day of the week for my
You
entire
look like
life.
him.
But those died down a little bit
This-
on your and my
Why am I
channel,
copying
feel like.
PewDiePie? What is this?
You have a
Why
beard.
am I?
You have a
And
chin.
your hair is a little bit like that, you know.
You possess
Except
a face.
he's like bleach blonde now. He's
Yeah.
like he's gone Super Saiyan.
He's gone K-pop.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that might be
Yeah.
it actually, because he's
He's in
actually
his
like really
K-pop
into that.
phase.
And he's drinking like the weird Chinese whiskeys all the time.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
he's
guys
really
saw
into-
that. If you follow him on Instagram, he's like he's like drinking weird Asian whiskeys all the time. He's like unboxing them on Instagram in his videos.
You know what's really
If
weird
Disney,
about that
if
stuff?
Disney fires you, you gotta drink the pain away, dude.
You know what's interesting about that Japanese whiskey stuff? Like, I don't know how expensive it is for you, but over here, like, so a bottle there that you could buy for probably like, I don't know, like 10, 15 bucks. And I'm just repeating what I've heard. This is not, you know, me confirming anything or anything like that.
Right.
But this is from like, I was a bartender for 5 years, and I have friends that are bartenders that know a lot more than me and have been bartenders far longer than me as well, that have said that a bottle of Japanese whiskey, certain ones that are like 10, 20 bucks, are like 10 times the price here in the US.
Yeah, like 80 or something.
Yeah.
Rebottled or just the same
No,
stuff?
the exact same thing. It's just a weird import thing where it's like,
Yeah.
Is it
like-
taxed differently or is it just
And then
because...
it becomes like exclusive.
yeah.
Oh, that's the
'Cause it's
reason why. So
imported.
there's no
Yeah, yeah,
special
yeah.
tax from Japan just importing liquor.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, that's why I usually just have whatever's cheaper. I don't care.
Homegrown stuff is
If it's
much
not
better.
if it's not being imported by the masses, then most, or like if it's not like
If it's not in the
commentator.
grocery store around the corner,
yeah, exactly.
then
Right.
it's probably a little bit more pricey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my third game that I grew on,
From Japanese whiskey to your spurt.
your Spurt, sponsored by Spurt. Actually, that was actually something I was going to do, was actually do a little ad break. I still might do it for this video, where it's like I do a fake commercial of like, I don't know, eating cereal with a spoon instead of a
good
fork.
cereal that goes with milk.
Are you
Buy it
tired
now.
of eating all your cereal with forks? Can you never catch the milk inside of your utensil? Introducing Spoon. Like something like that, you know?
Spoon.
Spoon! Eat all the cereal you want with your milk. Type of feeling. But yeah, Taps.
Yeah.
That was my game. I agree. That one got me actually my best month ever. It was 3 million views and 30K subs.
I was like, this is it. He's gonna blow the hell up, and you did.
No, but I
it
thought
died
that
down
every
though.
time though. Yeah.
It dies down, and that's what I never
that's-
get. Also, other friends that we know that blew up with their channels, I'm always like, okay, this is it. They're gonna up here now. 50 million subs in a month.
Do you just do that?
And
Did I just see
it was half
Oh.
of a,
It goes up.
Oh, dude.
Ah!
Wall Street. Whoa, hold on. I'm getting a call really quick. Hello? Wall Street Journal? Yeah.
oh,
Yep. I'm talking to him right
I'm
now.
out.
Yep.
Run,
he
run, run,
put
run,
up the
run.
hand and
Run.
everything. Oh, he's running. Go get him. Go get him.
Go get him, boy.
Go get him. Sick him.
I'm back. It was all a joke. All a joke.
He's still looking around like they're coming for me. They're going to get me.
These are very well insulated. I don't hear them coming. I gotta be like this now.
Those
just
are the
1 year
open ear
out.
ones, though, I thought, right? Open backs?
Yeah, but you're so loud that I can't hear anything.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
See, these
that's
ones,
how I like it.
Hear this? That means it's closed. That means I
Quality
can't
plastic.
hear anything. Someone could be dying outside, and I wouldn't know. I wouldn't help them. So
Mine do that too. They make sounds in
Whoa,
and
really?
out.
inside and out.
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
a double whammy of headphoneness, baby.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I have never seen something like that before.
It's beautiful. So beautiful.
My
All right, so
main
Tab.
thing, well, yeah, that's that. I was just gonna leave it there. It's not an
Okay.
exciting story. It's well to go with your thing of like people rising and falling with their channels. Like, well, I don't want to say falling, but like slowing down is
Right.
those games. Like they're trending because like that, and obviously Hello Neighbor was another indie game hit.
Oh, yeah.
They're both games that have updates that the public can't play. Like they're sent out as alphas or betas or whatever. So that makes it so they get a decent amount of views and a lot of traction because people want to watch it because they can't play it themselves and they're interested in what happens in the next installment. But they don't update it enough to the point where it makes people want to keep coming back for other things. And then on top of that, like if you don't have a variety of stuff, if you just upload straight up 5 videos in a row of that, I mean, obviously you guys know that as well. It's like it makes people come for one thing and then not stay for anything else.
Yeah.
So
6 videos in a day.
yeah, yeah.
Kind of deal.
How many theories can you uncover? Yeah,
But then again, it's if they have these exclusive updates that only YouTubers get, then they usually only send that to the already kind of successful YouTubers. So it's also it's hard to get your hands on these. To this day, I have not received access to tabs. I just don't get it.
Me neither.
it's weird. I
Yeah.
received mine
We're not
without even
big
asking
enough.
it. So
Yeah, back then they were like, here, there's this new cool game. I want everyone to check it out. And now that it's super hyped, we normal people don't get it anymore.
which, by the way, I think Hello Neighbor. I mean, they sent out a GIF image today. Uncover the theories of that
ooh.
5-second GIF image.
20 videos on those couple frames.
Each video is going to dissect 0.2 seconds
Today-
of each part of the GIF image.
Today we're dissecting frame 8 out of 20. We're gonna look at this weird blur in the background that might be entrance to a new level. We don't know.
Into
But it
another
also might be a
dimension.
bit rate. It might be a bit rate artifact. Who knows? Maybe a rendering mistake.
You know, they probably tried to make the GIF as small file size as possible, so it could also just be fuck ups in the bitrate, but we don't know.
Yeah. That's
It might be an image of the soul of the neighbor. They
Might be
have
his
to
dead
have.
son or a pixel. Who knows?
or a pixel. Yeah,
All right.
I enjoyed those games, like while I could do content on it, but I couldn't like go back. There's a lot of channels that just try to like wring it dry, you know, that just try
Yeah.
to squeeze everything they can out of it, which is fine. Like by all means, you're a content creator of your channel, do what you want. But at the same time, it's like, is it worth it? Is it worth it to do it?
Well, for short time max
Yeah.
revenue, probably.
For short bursts of revenue and viewers.
I know
But
there's a lot of
longevity,
there's a lot of
there's none
people
of
out
that.
there that, and this is gonna get really like stereotypical for people to talk about on camera or whatever. But I would say this off. I think I've already said it off of camera. Like I can't see myself playing something anymore. Besides, I mean, there's like a sponsored video here and there that I'll do just because the game is like pretty good and I actually want to promote it. But I can't play games that I don't have fun with just because of views. Like I've tried to do that and it comes off in my I've trashed recordings because of that. I'm like, I can tell that I'm hating it. I hate life. I just can't do it. Like there's magical people out there that can just switch it on and switch it off and be like, I am YouTuber now. I'm just myself now. I'm YouTuber again. You know, I'm playing whatever I want to do because of the views. I just can't. Like I play if I could choose my views, I would want views on Overwatch. But I can't get
Well,
them.
start playing more Overwatch.
Because then your off time when you're playing Overwatch could actually bring in money. Yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't be wasting time at that point. I would be,
You would be making loads of
actively
cash.
working all the time. Yeah. I might make some more. I don't know. It's just again, AAA, like it's harder to grow.
I
on that
have
type of stuff.
Overwatch. I played it twice, and then I was like, "This is boring without friends."
That's yeah. Unless you get really good at a solo hero, and then you can carry
And then,
your teams.
then I'm like, I'm gonna play with Mike because he always plays, but you probably play when I wake up in the morning, so that's not no.
Well, it
that's not gonna
depends.
work.
Like I usually my bedtime, my cutoff is 4 a.m. But I've gone past
Your
that.
bedtime.
Yeah.
You've gone past that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a bad
that's
boy.
what happens.
I'm a bad boy. But I've
You're
been
a
playing.
full-time YouTube person, so it's easier to just set your own schedule like that.
I guess that's true.
That's desirable. It's very
Yeah.
desirable.
Which
Desirable.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's random. I was gonna say like, it's proof that it's random because, like, you guys. I'm not trying to like, suck your own YouTube shaft, but like. Your own slurp,
Nice
your
gesture.
own what is it? Spurt. I'm not trying to lick your spurt, okay? But
Feel free to.
Oh!
Anyway, that'd be.
subscribe.
Get the squeaky arm up. Whoa.
And there it goes, never to be seen
There it
again. Some say Ray's mic is still flying in the ethers.
Just do the shooting stars meme with this going up.
Oh no!
That takes ages to track.
Yeah.
What do you think I work for free, huh?
I was gonna say though, like it's proof that it's random to me because, like, not only is some of my most viewed videos the ones that I worked the least on, but the fact that freaking Zaltoman Meme Lord 2000 over here has made like so many videos and has done YouTube for way longer than. Has he done it longer than you, Ray?
I think we've done it around the same amount of time. Now, of course, Bo is like what 2.5 years younger than me, so I probably started a little bit more back.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I started when I was 13.
like
That's kind of when I started my Minecraft shenanigans.
Okay, if we're getting because like the spurts of my channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I haven't really had that spark, that blow up yet.
Garbage
on
day.
Anything.
Garbage day.
I had one video that was viral.
That's so
for my
weird that it
doing.
was garbage day though.
Like I don't.
Again, random. Like it's just proof.
It got
Before we forget
recommended.
it, one
On,
second. On the topic of randomness, I uploaded a PC building vlog about 2 years ago or so, and all of a sudden, a month ago, it got 150,000 views out of nowhere. I don't know why. The power of suggestion.
And it was the vlog where you like have your PC still up and you unscrew the motherboard and it just drops in the case.
Deliberately
like,
made
all
it.
vlogs.
I deliberately acted like a fool in there, and I was like, my 200 people are gonna see this and have a laugh with this. But more than 100,000 people ripping me a new one for saying mainboard instead of motherboard.
Exactly.
God damn! I did not expect it, and I was like, guys, Germans cannot pronounce motherboard; they say mainboard instead. God, and they did not.
Maybe
They
that's a
didn't take
compliment though. Maybe they didn't realize that you were German because they can't detect your accent because you're so good at English speaking.
Should I?
You should have said
put on the
motherboard.
accent? Motherboard.
Motherboard.
Should I go around saying
Motherboard?
Motherland. Oh wait, is that a little bit of patriotism? Okay, don't.
Wait,
don't call
isn't
the
that a Russian
Wall
thing
Street
though?
Journal?
Isn't that a Russian thing?
don't
I thought
know.
that was a Russian thing, which you are
I
harboring.
can't talk
when
about
you're-
this country because otherwise I will be labeled a Nazi.
Oh no! Oh no! WSJ, why are you hunting down the little Ray fellas of the world?
Little Ray fella.
Smart guy.
But it is totally random. I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Freaking.
Well, I mean, it got recommended on like this video of a woman who had like her breasts like the lower part of the thumbnail was just all breasts.
Oh wow!
And a lot of people clicked
Underboob.
that, and then I think I was like at the top of the recommended bar.
Wow!
for-
I want to go watch some boobs. Garbage day. Click.
No. But she was playing Garbage Day too.
Oh. Okay.
And
Was
I
that her
think
face cam? Just like,
I remember at the end of it. Yeah, exactly.
I better
at
don't.
the end-
I shouldn't wiggle my tits around because I'm actually in a Twitch fails with Christina because I wiggled my tits around.
Oh no!
I remember at the end of the map of that game, there was like a huge cave, and I think she used that as well in their thumbnail and said like "vagina cave?" ? Something like that.
That's not.
But,
that's not good.
Edgy.
That I mean the thumbnail was all right for that video, and the editing I did at the time was for what I was doing then was like top notch. That was like the best I could do. Looking back at it, you know, you improve.
Mhm.
But I think that most of my growth, which is interesting on its own, I think, is that most of my growth is like from all the people that I collabed. So like the concentrated part of, for example, Mike's fan base that is so into your content that they're like, I want to check out your friends. That's the people who came to my channel.
So you got the best bits, the best pieces.
If you look at my channel, there's really no big video you could trace my traffic back from. It's all collabing with you, collabing with people like Ray, collabing with The Authentic, for example. I got a lot of like exposure from him too. So, but it's clearly another way to do it instead of getting it from like search results and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which also makes it so that the people that come to my channel are genuinely interested, other than just interested in one game. Like for example, when you gave me that shout out in that one video, Mike, that like gave a gigantic boost to my channel. Like it almost, at the time, I think it like doubled in size, which was crazy to see.
That was the point.
But then also like,
wait, you doubled in size?
At the time, it's like, what?
You doubled in size?
Almost, yeah. I think
Holy
I had
crap.
like 200,000 subscribers, and you boosted me to 4,000.
200,000?
I made you lose a lot of subscribers. I'm sorry.
2,000.
I didn't mean to have you lose your
boosted
play
me
button.
to-
Did Google come back to your apartment and steal your play button back from you?
No. But I think you boosted me to like 4,000 or something like that, which was crazy. But what I noticed as well is like whatever I would upload, like everyone would watch it regardless of what it was.
Mm. Which is what you want
Good
as
ratio.
a content creator.
Right.
That's that's kind of what I care for, is like the ratio of my subscribers, of seeing how much, because I mean I don't go through my analytics too often, but every once in a while, like I mean my daily viewership, I try to aim for like at least 10% of my subscriber base. If something goes under that, I'm like, ugh. And if something's over that, I'm like, hey, cool, people like it. But what I didn't understand was like the whole randomness of growth and all that. The spurts, the random spurts.
The spurt?
Is
Just title this
like
podcast the Spurtcast.
your videos, like, they're really good. They're really good. They're more deserving of, like, I would say at least a 40K channel, at least.
Right.
And your real life videos, so good. So
Meme
good.
heaven.
It's so good.
I gotta make a vape video for this year.
Dude, I want to see another part of Bigfoot. I want to see another part of Bigfoot. It was so good. I love that one. No, not the game Bigfoot, the real life Bigfoot.
Yeah.
But what you did with the same footage as me with the vlog that you did at my place, that's also, again, that's stuff that I usually don't do, and it's so good. So good.
We're all just token right now. We're token smoking.
It's kind of stupid if you look back at it, because at the time when I didn't know editing, I did that Dutch channel that had like 40,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And then right now, when I finally know what I'm doing and I finally have like a certain format figured out.
Which, by the way, rest in peace, Christian.
Oh yeah.
Rest in
It's
peace.
been
Cosmo
officially a
Grizz.
year now.
This one goes out to Cosmo Grizz.
Yeah, for people that don't know, Zaltaman's channel used to be a joint channel with him and his friend Cosmo Grizz, also known as Christian. It was called Horribly Unadvised, and now it's just Zaltaman, his own solo channel, because he was kind of the only person working behind it as far as I knew. But
I made all videos. Yeah.
So
I just recorded with him basically.
yeah, okay, interesting.
But yeah, I don't know where he went. He
You even
maybe he got
visited
in
him.
life.
You even visited him in
I visited him
Norway?
in Oslo. I remember that. I don't think I ever. Yeah, we do have a video up in Oslo.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He was just like an internet friend that I knew for the longest time already, and then we were like, hey, let's try and make YouTube videos. And then I guess he was less interested in the long run than I was. And this is like YouTube is like the only thing that like keeps me sane to a certain amount, because it's just fun to have like the creativity to put it into something.
I mean, if I didn't have the social interaction of this and I wasn't working as well, if I was just like a solo YouTuber that didn't collab with friends and stuff like that, I'd probably go insane. Because like I don't
just
have
talking to yourself all the time. It's gotta.
Well,
reach
talking
a
to
point where
yourself,
you're like,
not
what am I
going
doing?
outside and like to social events because I'm working on videos and all that stuff.
There's gotta
and, like,
be a
not having
point where you're gonna
coworkers.
talk to yourself when the camera is off.
Just
when you become
standing in a corner.
your collab partner.
You're talking to
Hello.
your YouTube persona.
Yeah.
Hello, eMBeaR.
You're gonna
Hello,
turn.
Mike.
You're gonna. you're gonna turn freaking schizo just by doing it on your own.
Yeah.
God.
I'm
YouTube
lucky though.
can be a dark place.
I'm really lucky to have a good friend that I've known for a very long time since 6th grade, Dan. Unfortunately, he's not like being as responsible and productive. Yeah. Of creating his own channel. He has all the means. He just, I don't know if he's busy or if he just has no intent on doing it. But
You can't
people have been
force
asking
someone to do
it
it.
for a long time.
Yeah, I think I said this before to you personally. Like I've never seen so many people interested in like just a complete like faceless person.
Getting a
Like
channel.
His laugh is what is known.
Right, yeah, like they only love him for his laugh already. Like imagine.
Not only. He's a funny dude.
Well,
I think he means
okay.
they already
He's
love
more
him.
than his laugh.
Yeah.
But it's, he has to do it. He has to do it. He'll do
They
it
don't know what
eventually.
he looks like.
I'll coax him into it. I'll be like, I'll go to his house and like literally sit him there and be like, go.
Here,
Sorry,
Elgato
go.
is running. The audio is capturing. Talk. Play
Yeah.
the game.
Well, it's like, it would work out perfectly because this was actually a plan of mine, as well as having him over here, couch gaming or whatever, whenever we do that,
yeah.
which you guys are probably going to do that with me before him, which is going to be funny.
Which is sad.
Is he would have like his channel would be like kind of the uncut version of things because like he doesn't know how to edit, obviously. I'm not entirely sure how much he wants to learn about that stuff, but he I told him, I was like, there's so many people that want to see like the uncut versions of things. So literally you can make a channel that has our just full gameplays and like cut it up into episodes or just like not just one big thing or whatever. And people would still watch it, So it would be easy peasy, but he doesn't, I don't know. Whatever. Ha! Ho! Have you guys been re-recording your cameras, by the way? Just making sure.
Oh, I have the Elgato running,
yeah.
so it
sweet.
just continuously
Perfect.
goes.
Yeah.
You guys are YouTubers. I should probably have known already that you know how to do that kind of thing.
Let's just do a quick round of name something or like explain a little bit something about starting a channel, because a lot of people always ask me like, I want to start a channel. What do I need or how will I go about it?
Yeah.
And I feel like you guys will get that question a lot too. So like just name like one aspect and describe how you got started on that or something like that.
I would say,
Mwah.
I mean, you can go first. It seemed like you had an answer already.
Yeah.
I don't have an answer.
Okay.
How about you, Bo?
I think it's important to like have a group of people to do it with.
Yeah.
Because that's like what I noticed with like when we didn't have as much people around us, when it was just like last year when it was just the three of us, where I got most of my enjoyment from, because like every video I would upload it would not have a whole lot of views, which is of course not the reason why I would do it, but what I noticed a lot is that I had just a lot of fun like recording with you guys and then making something out of it. So I'd say that like finding a group of friends to do it with and just share your moments with and stuff like that definitely makes it more interesting, even if you're not as successful at it.
Yeah, that already makes it
be.
rewarding, even
Right.
though the views are not there. If you're doing it alone and there's no views, then there's no real reward except for the experience of recording, editing, and
even
publishing
just
the video.
like, for example, I from the start of like last year, since I met Mike, it's like a lot of fun to just watch his channel grow and see where he's ending out. Like it's like I think I knew Mike before he even had less subscribers than me, so it's funny to see like little tiny baby Mike.
I remember the day where
grow
he passed
out to
me.
big Mike.
Yeah, we've seen it from the start.
I mean, that's how I started. Like, I would say, yes, totally start with friends. Pretty much just anything that can cut out the awkwardness and ease into things. So like the way I started was I made it super simple with the way I record. I used an Elgato. I didn't have to really mess with anything. I just plugged it in. As far as audio went, I actually just hooked everything into the back of so everything was into my mixer, and then I hooked up my mixer into the back of my Elgato. So all my audio was, being recorded into my Elgato. I didn't mess with any of that sort of recording software.
for a newbie, I feel like that's already too complicated.
Yeah,
like, for a
yeah,
newcomer,
that's true.
But just plugging in a USB mic will do the trick.
Yeah, but
Or
even
just
like
anything.
like like you said, like starting with your friends, like I would record. I wouldn't even say it to Dan. I wouldn't be like, all right, I'm recording. Let's do this and that. I was just like, I would hit record, or I wouldn't hit record, and I would just flashback record everything. But we would just play for hours and hours and hours, and then whenever I edited, it would just be like, oh, that part is cool, that part's funny, that part's funny, and then group it all together. That's not as efficient as you can be, especially if you're trying to do daily videos. Because it would be like a 5 or 6 hour recording would be like a 10-minute or less video.
Then again, when you have like a 5-hour recording, you gotta watch a lot of that again just to find the best bits. So that's another very time-consuming thing.
Yeah, but if you're not like, if you have no uploading schedule, there's no pressure behind that. Process as well.
And I would
At
just
the same
say,
time, you have this thing just always pushing you. You always hear consistency is key for succeeding at YouTube, and then you're like putting a lot of time pressure on yourself too, and it's
well, I mean, there's two ways. Like, there's either consistent uploading and hitting trends early, and then there's just the virality, the viral videos. Like, there's so many channels that. One that goes off the top of my head, just because we were on the topic of like Dark Souls, and the Dark Souls DLC just released, is a channel called Iron Pineapple that makes just like these random, really funny videos. They're Dark Souls related, most of them, but they get so many views, and he's gotten so many subscribers off of those videos. But I would say that's definitely harder than just hitting the trends early type of growing. But to make things easier, again, I would say just do simple better. Just like simplify things as much as you can and play with your friends and stuff like that, but still try to do the best that you can. And also just keep on learning. Keep on Googling and YouTubing on how to do things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I guess just over complicating things in general is like a big hurdle in trying to do anything with YouTube, because at the start, all you need is like a cheap mic and some recording program. There's a lot out there. If you have an NVIDIA card, you can just use Shadow Play. OBS is free as well. When Bo and I started, those did not exist, so we had to use Fraps.
Even then, you're probably, if you do all of that, you're probably starting off way more prepared than we did, I feel like.
Yeah, but back in the day, you had problems. You had only one program to record PC stuff, and that program took a big dump on your performance, so you had to upgrade your processor and your graphics card and all these things, which today, that aspect isn't really that prominent anymore. So it's easier to get started. There are a lot more options, which in turn makes it a little bit more complicated again, but as soon as you find something that works, stick with it. Try to find some kind of pace, some kind of workflow, and then make it work and have the most fun with it, because I am guilty of trying to overcomplicate stuff and stuff breaks all the time. I've gone through 3 motherboards just because my audio never worked, 2 power supplies, 3 whole processor mainboard swaps.
Just buy a Mac.
Now it's working, and I don't want to mess anything up.
But hey, I'm sorry. Now it's working, Mr. Krusty?
Except for the Captain Crunch stuff, okay? I'm sorry, but that's
I'm probably not going to put it in there, but his audio has been messing up this entire time and like crackling and stuff every once in a while.
Gotta find a new motherboard. Did it again.
Yeah. Well, just keep it simple and do what you know.
Exactly.
Like, do what you enjoy and do what you know. Like, I started just having fun with my friends on multiplayer and Dying Light. We knew a lot about the game. We played a lot of it. That's pretty much all we played. And I was like, might as well make videos on it, because I always seem to find these stupid glitches, and we seem to have a lot of fun, and that's I mean, just doing what you enjoy, it really is, the people watching can tell. So I would say that's a huge thing. Any closing words though from you guys that you would say?
Oh,
you're good.
Captain Crunch is very
it'll cut your mouth. Captain Crunch cuts your mouth. That's a thing. Roof of your mouth, yeah.
And we don't. I don't live in America. We don't have
cereal here. I'm sorry.
Oh jeez.
We drink milk. We drink milk without stuff in it. I mean, is that ask for too much? Right here, milk always here. Ready at disposal.
Yeah.
That's home brand right there. Yeah.
Bischefettarme Milch. Länger haltbar.
Milk. Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Crazy.
Well,
when
that's
I read
gonna.
German, I get crazy.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for the first episode of, I guess we're calling it the Unrendered podcast because it's not really a finished thing. I thought it was a kind of a catchy title. And we couldn't call it the Borkin Boys or Borkin Cast or Borkin Podcast because that's like a little bit too close to something that already existed out there. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. We are going to be posting these hopefully on Sundays, maybe not every Sunday, but we're going to try to aim for that. We record on Tuesdays now for the podcast. So if you guys have any questions or topics you want us to talk about, just tweet at any of us. But if you tweet at me, I'll definitely try to hit it in the next recording. But until then, guys, thanks so much for watching, and hopefully you guys will watch us next time. So thanks for joining us. Thank you for joining us, Kugo. Next special guest is going to be Ronald McDonald. It's not.
What does he even sound like?
Bye-bye, guys.